He has been the one of the founding member of Indian Chamber of Commerce in Cambodia when it was formed in the year 2012. He served as vice president from 2012 to 2015. In February 2015, he took over as president of Indian Chamber of Commerce, and since then, he is heading the chamber till now. Thank you, sir, for joining us today, and we request you to share some of your business experience with us. Over to you, Sandeep ji.
Thank you, Mr. Dipen. First of all, my good wishes to entire Idea family. It is so heartening to see my very good friend, very old friend, Mr. Nagaraju, with whom we had shared lovely moments when he was in Cambodia, and Mr. Sridharan also, whom I happen to know. The journey in India, of course, as we said, Dr. Ramesh Kodamal, our key speakers today, good evening, Dr. He said in his remarks that taking risk is something which is a key to success. In my family, there was not even one person who has done a private job. My father was in government job. My elder brother, who is in the United States for the last 35 years, he's in the county. And when I did my graduation and I was doing my sales and marketing, I was fascinated to see the private companies, the salespeople, the marketing people, the way they used to be dressed, the way they used to talk, the way they used to have their meetings, the way they used to design themselves. So there was a feeling that I should do something different. I would try at least. I may fail, but that would be my failure. I'll not be blaming on others. So there was a lot of restrictions within the family. Why do you want to take a private job? Private job is risky. You never know at the end of the month, you'll get your salary, whether your job will be there or not. But I said, okay, let me try. If not, we can always get back to a job which feels more comfortable. So in 1997, I joined as a sales and marketing person. And it was a very young company. It is a breakaway of Glaxo those days. Glaxo was the biggest company in the world those days in pharmaceuticals. So we started that, and it was a young company. In 1.5, 2 years, I was probably 23 when I got my first promotion. That was probably the youngest executive in pharmaceutical history in India. Because it doesn't come easy. When you do 100% targets, they don't clap for you, because they say that you are paid to do 100% targets. So it used to be very, very competitive. But that particular 7 years in India, in different positions, has actually made my base as a salesperson very strong. And that's where I learned how to take challenges. I remember 24, 25 days, continuously it was on travel. And we used to work throughout and travel in the night, because those days we didn't have handphones and all these gadgets which we have today. We used to sit and, write our reports while we are traveling in the flight or in the train or whatever. So those were the days which made us strong, and any challenges that we had, we could face. Having served there, then of course, I moved on to international business. And it was always in my mind that what I am doing for others, if I can do it myself. Sometimes it happens that your ideas, probably what you may feel, what you would like, may not be the same with the person with whom you're working. You would have learned many things, but there would be some where in my case happened that the risk factor which Dr. Ramesh was telling, that was probably missing in my organization person who was heading. I don't want to name anybody, because there were companies who were telling me that this is possible to do, this is possible to do, why don't your company takes it up? So I thought, yes, I can see that this is possible. So it was just a coincidence that during that time, there was in 2000 October, then Cambodia started this 100% foreign ownership companies to start. So I started my own company in 2001. And those days, when I came here in 97, you'll be surprised. When I landed in the airport, there were 20 passengers. There were 200 army men outside, because we just had a very big incident. The flights were canceled. So my entry into this country, then when I travel out in the provinces, the cities that we can travel in 5 hours today used to take 15 hours those days because there were no roads. So we used to, take those tough trips to establish our business. I remember those days. And then slowly we established from one country to the other. And as the introducer said, that I started my career as pharmaceuticals, but then pharmaceuticals was something which was growing steady. I had my Indian managers in most of the countries. So it was more like a stable business. Then I thought came to my mind that what is the point of everybody putting all your efforts in the same direction? Why don't I start something different? And that's when I started diversifying myself into different segments of businesses, from FMCG to agriculture to fisheries and all. I thought, okay, now at least if I can take a risk, maybe out of 5 or 6, whatever I try, maybe 1 will be a failure, 2 will be a failure. But it cannot happen that I will not be, because the crux of the business is almost the same, whether you are in pharmaceuticals, how you want to promote your product. Like Datu was saying, that you have to talk about yourself, you have to talk what you are doing. So that's what a salesman is successful, probably with what he says, what he speaks, how you can probably sell a sand like a gold if you can speak well. So that's what we have been taught. We try our best to learn every day. The other thing, few things, because time limits is there, I know, I would like to share upon few things. Like there have been live examples back in India, back here in Southeast Asia, where there are big business tycoons who did not have anything when they started. I mean, of course, it's wrong to name, but if you see, go back to India, Ambani's, Dhirubhai Ambani had what? He was selling fruits juice on a cart. We have tycoons here in Cambodia who were studying, and they didn't have electricity in their house. I know many of the Oknias and big businessmen, they are among the first 4. I know the owners well. When I see their history, the way they struggled and they came up in life, we feel that we have not done anything in our life because we were at least not in that stage where they started their careers. The other thing which I feel very contented, that suppose in these 20 years or 25 years of my running my own business, I try to see if I can make another 6 people, another 10 people start their own business in 5 years, 10 years. Not that I want to hide my talents to myself. I want to share, and sharing this knowledge, as you know, increases a lot. So I am very happy today that in the same country, I have 8 people whom I actually took their fingers and taught them how to walk, are running their own business today. And that gives quite a good happiness to people who really like to see their own people grow. I am very happy that today, the people who are watching here, youth entrepreneurs, YEAC is watching this event. I invited them because it's a Youth Entrepreneur Day. So most of them are here. And when I meet them and I go and share their events, I see that most of them are in the age group, people who have started off are not even 30, 35, and they're running entrepreneurs of their own. We learn a lot. Similarly, we have Cambodian Women Entrepreneur Association, where 600, 700 members, all young women who are very successful in business. We try to learn from these young entrepreneurs and see how we can help each other. I would not like to take this longer because I know there's a lot to talk, but I wish IDEA the very best in whatever they are doing. And I would like to cooperate and collaborate with them. Extremely good job being done by them in India. I wish them all success and happiness in their venture. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your experiences. We are for sure picking up very valuable thoughts today. Proceeding further,